Justice for immigrants. Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras.
Fueron de sus países queridos, dejaron familiares, oportunidades por diferentes razones. Yo he hablado con personas de la comunidad LGBTQ que son atacados con violencia, no aceptados, amenazados, y luego están esperando en Tijuana también atacados, amenazados, en opresión. También he hablado con familias que llegan por hambre y sabemos que por razones del huracán Iota y Eta ha devastado la sistema agrícola de sus países y por eso están sufriendo un hambre demasiado duro y están yendo donde la comida está, ¿verdad? Entonces un padre va a hacer todo para cuidar a sus hijos, yo lo sé. Un madre y un padre va a hacer todo para salvar a un hijo para que no entre en una ganga o va a salvar a una hija para que no la violen en sus países. Van a ir a un lugar donde hay libertad, de veras libertad en la democracia y los derechos humanos. Y nosotros somos todavía, creo yo, en la profundidad de mi corazón, somos el país de la libertad, de la democracia y de oportunidad y debemos de extender eso para todos que están huyendo de esa violencia. Y eso son ciertos de nuestra Constitución y de nuestras leyes. Esa idea es una idea fundada aquí en nuestras leyes americanos y necesitamos valorar nuestra cultura y historia y extender el TPS a El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras y Nicaragua. Gracias a ustedes, gracias a ustedes.
¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede!
Thank you so much. Muchísimas gracias por todo lo que hace por nuestra comunidad. Ese liderazgo es el que necesitamos en el Hispanic Caucus. Y en nombre de toda nuestra comunidad le queremos dar las gracias a usted y a todos los representantes. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you very much. ¿Se puede? ¿Se puede? ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede!
¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede!
Muchísimas gracias.
¿Nombre?
Como ven,
Nombre.
hay que continuar ese trabajo. Tenemos que continuarlo. Ya el presidente sabe. 36 congresistas latinos se han pronunciado, han hablado con él directamente. Necesitamos continuar. Por eso esta lucha que está comenzando tiene que seguir hasta que logremos extender el TPS para nuestros hermanos y hermanas centroamericanos, para todos ustedes. Quiero decirles que nosotros estamos muy agradecidos por la solidaridad, una vez más, de la comunidad de Camerún, que lograron su TPS gracias a ustedes también, que se solidarizaron con ellos. So, thank you to the Cameroonian community who are here. Thank you one more time. Thank you very much for joining us. Muchísimas gracias por juntarse con nosotros. Ahora queremos invitar a miembros de nuestra comunidad que están luchando por el TPS. Quiero invitar a Elis Correa de El Salvador. Démosle la bienvenida a Elis. ¿Dónde está? Bienvenida.
Buenas tardes. Gracias por estar este
TPS for Central America.
Mi nombre es Ana Alfaro, originaria de El Salvador. Emigré a este país hace 22 años. Soy tributaria de TPS hace 2 décadas.
Rights for immigrants.
Tengo 2 hijos, los cuales lucho día a día para sacarlos adelante. Soy poseedora de un pequeño negocio.
Hey, rights for immigrants. And,
legal.
and TPS for Central America.
他说是移民的权利，他们争取移民的权利。是不 legal or illegal? I'm legal immigrant.
My Spanish isn't muy bien. It's no bueno.
这群人也搞这个 protest， 是说为移民争取权利。What kind of immigrant?
We are illegal, but not illegal.
That's
We,
great.
we work for 20 years in pay taxes. I hear you say something about illegal.
Right.
But we are a lot of millions. We pay taxes.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you talk about bad us.
Oh, that's right. I support you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Legal immigrant. I'm a legal immigrant.
Oh.
But I don't want to American open the door let illegal.
See, America is all immigrants. Nobody from here. Yes, the Indian American. You know what I mean?
In the beginning, I said in the beginning,
In the
we have
beginning,
to
no, all-
be the
Where you
legal.
from? Where you from?
China.
China. Okay. Yeah, so you are in favor of immigration or not?
What?
In favor of immigration or not?
I got the legal immigrant process. You know.
Like to go through the
I
process.
apply-
Okay.
Yeah, but the process is very different for the different
Right.
countries, you know?
Right.
Central America. is
Like
like
Maryland, yeah, Maryland, if you come in and you work and you actually declare your taxes for 5 years, then you are actually able to become a U.S. citizen. You can start the process of like from the beginning. So it's different for the states, different place, yeah.
No, it's the same federal law why we push to the senator.
For my point, I understand you. For my point is, in the beginning, you should be legally coming in. That's my point.
So to be able to come in, to be able to have a process where you're able to come
You
in
don't
legally,
understand
yeah.
the big process, you know? You don't understand. If you have like $500,000, you can come
No,
here.
I-
But no, different countries different, you know? Or the China, a lot of Chinas is immigrants like here.
No.
Illegals like you say, a lot of Chinas, okay? A lot, bueno, yo quiero mi
I
tiempo
can't-
aquí.
So let me ask you, how do you feel about everyone who's sleeping on the streets in El Paso and
Yes.
everything? It's awful.
But that is not immigrants illegal, but I am citizens. The people
Right.
live in the state. Is that
Well, there's no border, so they're able to walk in, and then
No.
they're not given any services.
No. We come to work here. We
Right.
come to work.
Right.
We understand nothing. Let me ask you came to that.
Thank you.
Oh,
Right? Because there's
he support illegal coming in.
so they're asking for better process. I think that's what they're asking for. Yeah.
I don't
A better legal
illegal.
process. Yeah, a better legal process. And there does need to be a better legal process than what's going on right now. That's for sure. So I understand. I do. It's always good to see you, Rebecca. I understand. Oh, I wish my Spanish was better. All right, I'll see you soon.
Aquí sigo luchando, representando Guatemala, luchando por Guatemala, perdiendo miedo a la participación en Guatemala. Guatemala está presente. Quiero mostrar que yo emigré aquí en los Estados Unidos huyendo de Torreón.
That was interesting. Definitely. I was glad Rebecca came over there too. How passionate she is about her immigration and to make sure that people are coming in here legally. That was very interesting to have her perspective. I'm grateful that she came over. I put her on screen for those of you that don't know. She was one of our Asian American friends and a legal U.S. citizen. So we're gonna have to look that up, third gen. I wasn't sure what I was walking into. I just knew it was a protest, so I walked over, and I'm glad I did. They had some of the traditional dresses on, outfits on from their countries. That was very interesting. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you for the compliment too. I don't know if you heard me because I know that the chat froze for a minute. For people who don't know, it looks like I'm talking to myself. So Micki did not want to talk to the Associated Press. She said they have dragged her through the mud, and she was lucky. The woman was lucky that she spoke to her like, as much as she did. We still have interviews going on. I'm not sure why the ambulances are here. Now they all show up.
So I was wandering around.
Ridiculous. Probably coming back from lunch. Sarah and Micki giving me a chance to talk. That's awesome. Now they're all showing up, coming back from lunch. Turkeys. This was interesting. There's over here we have a Latino American protest going on, and it's more rights for the immigrants.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really interesting.
More for them?
Well, they're coming in. They have only so many days to get themselves squared away. And they have you seen what's going on in El Paso? They're all sleeping on the streets. They have no money to get to where they're supposed to be, like some are in New York. And they only have 60 days or so to do it. And how are they going to get there? So they're sleeping all over the streets in El Paso. It's like so sad. The people who are coming over the border.
This is the thing is that...
And some of them are Venezuela too, which is really frightening.
Oh, my.
I know, right? I just want everybody to be happy. I do.
I'm not against...
Safe and happy, I know, right?
I'm not against people coming into this country, but do it properly. Go through the proper channels.
Well, yeah, and that was Rebecca's stance. She came over there too, and it was really interesting to get her perspective. Very interesting. But there's some beautiful attire too that's native to their countries. It's worth visiting. Just straight ahead.
You ask why they can't obey the law? They broke the law getting into the country.
What did that have anything to do with what I just said?
What I'm saying... What I'm saying is that I believe this is America. Everybody has the right to be here, okay? But please don't abuse the system and take the proper channels. Go through the proper paperwork to be able to become an American.
So what do you think about the migrants right now who are being lured into this country with the lack of borders, being provided buses to go where? And like they wind up being detained, and then they're let out and told you're on your own. And most of them don't have anything but the shirts on their backs. Why were they brought in here? Why were they brought in?
The governor of Texas has been trying to have a solution for that for years and years and years and years.
Right, and then we have a president who opens up every single border and lets all the fentanyl in, and it's killing all of my friends, the people who I work for, the clients and the patients that I work for.
DC has refused any type of solution, okay? So the governor of Texas got tired of it. It was like, you know what? You're not the one that has to deal with this day in, day out. Why don't you get a taste of what I have to deal with?
Okay.
So he puts
I want you to go walk over there, and I want you to go see those human beings that deserve more rights because they are here now. They deserve to be respected as human beings. They have human rights too.
I'm not saying that they don't.
Right?
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, good.
Okay. What I'm saying is that everybody is a human being. Okay?
Yes.
And everybody deserves love and respect.
Yes.
Okay. But there's a proper way. Okay.
Yeah.
Now that they are here. Okay.
Yeah. Because we talked to one gentleman, and he's working and he's paying taxes, but he's considered an illegal immigrant, except that there's no borders. It's like it makes no sense.
In order to get his green card.
You can't do that just anywhere. It's just any old time.
But his embassy is here. This is Washington, D.C.
Because he's paying taxes and he's paying all that money that we all pay out every single day. But because of the way that he's here, you know what they're going to try to do to him?
No.
Maybe nothing, because we have open borders right now. Or they detain him, and then he can't provide for himself or his family. So it's like you wind up in a total catch-22, and it's always been that way, Mike. Always. There's always been a catch-22. Always. People are damned if they do and damned if they don't.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
And they're in Venezuela. They are literally burying people just like left and right. Like they're just being. It's an absolute war zone down there.
So they're running for their lives.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Shit.
So we have to be certain that we understand about Latin America, about Mexico, about the different countries, you know, because there's a lot of different reasons why people are needing to go somewhere else other than where they were.
Right.
Yeah.
It's different just to come here, But if you're coming here to seek refuge and asylum, that's a completely different story.
Okay. And so they're part of who is walking in as well. I know. So it's like, there's a lot people don't know the whole picture. You know, there's a lot I don't know, but at least I try to find the whole picture. You know, all I know is what appeals to me doesn't always appeal to everybody else. I wind up having my heart hurt because I see people suffering. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you were on this side of some imaginary line or this side of some imaginary line. If you're suffering, my heart's breaking for you. You know, and I wish I had so much more means to actually be of assistance, you know? And so I do what I can. You know? So anyway.
The greatest thing that you can share, okay, is Jesus.
Absolutely.
Micki.
Absolutely. Jesus is the answer, but there are human necessities that people are in need of. And right now, there's a whole lot of people suffering, not only on the streets of El Paso.
I used to live in El Paso and Horizon.
Yeah.
So I went to school in Socorro and I went to school in Horizon. So I've seen it. I know. I mean, I was there whenever I was a kid, but the little that I did see.
Yeah. Well, there's human suffering everywhere, you know, and it, you know, from one human being to another, we all need to do our part, and this is a community when we're talking here online of people who are doing something, you know. This is all the people that are here. We're all doing something, Mike, including you. So we all do our part. We do what we can. Absolutely. So they got lots of cameras over here too.
We need to stand together.
Did you go by over there? Oh, good. Yep, it was beautiful. The different outfits and everything from their countries. Oh my gosh, yes. They're trying to get.
She just had to get her stuff.
More rights for immigrants. So.
Capitol Police are kind of weary about doing interviews right here, so let's hope we're really good.
We've been here doing it for the past hour.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much. I've been emailing and emailing.
Sarah, come on.
If you're in the area, every night.
Just stay up here close to Micki. You're good.
Behind the BC Blue Log, standing in solidarity.
Get closer. Go ahead.
We do talk to them on the phone. We'd love to have you join us and cover it as well from 7 to 9 every single night. 1901 D Street.
7 to 9:30.
No, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, we'll give it a shot.
Sure.
It only weighs 50 pounds. I shouldn't be too different.
All right, man. What's your name?
Micki Whithoff. I'm Ashli Babbitt's mother.
And what are you doing here today?
I am here to stand in solidarity with the January 6th political prisoners who are being held 616 days as of now, some of them, and my daughter who was murdered 616 days ago with no actual investigation into her murder. I feel like the January 6th committee hearings are a farce. Our political prisoners are being treated horribly. And Nicole Reffitt's husband is a victim of, some biased judgments. Sarah McAbee's husband is a victim of the violent and unconstitutional, unhuman treatment by the guards at the DC Gulag. That's a horrible facility that needs to be looked into, not just their human rights violations, but the guards that are bringing in fentanyl, resulting from at least 7 deaths on the other side of the jail. 7 deaths a year. Last night we were there was a stabbing. We are giving these men carte blanche to treat our prisoners, not just January 6th prisoners in the DC Gulag, but every prisoner there in a horrible way. I've been assaulted. One of our live streamers was assaulted. And our prisoners are being assaulted. We have had one of our J6ers in there beaten to the point where his eye was removed from his socket, and he will be permanently blind for the rest of his life as a result of their behavior. And we cannot believe these things are going on in the United States of America. You have a right to a speedy trial. This is pre-trial detention. These men have not been convicted of a crime, and they sit in isolation, 23 on and 1 out, most of them. And they are being persecuted for political reasons, and we would just want to see them have their day in court. We want to see them have just and fair judges. We want to see their discovery against them instead of the government hiding them so they take these awful plea deals. but they repress their discovery so that they don't have to show the behavior of culpable people that day. You know, in my opinion, the FBI, some bust-in Antifa, and the awful arrestable offenses that the Capitol Police committed that day. Not just my daughter's murder, but 4 people died that day. Roseanne Boylan, Kevin Greason, Benjamin Phillips, and my daughter. And it's my opinion that Officer Brian Sicknick, by the way, to clarify that, the only officer that died in relation to January 6th died the day after as a result of having a stroke they did not render him aid for. And my daughter had a possibly survivable wound if they would have rendered her aid or let the American citizens there render her aid that day. She would have possibly be alive today. But it was their theme of the day to just not render aid to anybody. Now, the Metropolitan Police, then there is footage of this. Go watch The Truth About January 6th by Epic Times, and there's footage of Roseanne Boylan being beat to death by Metropolitan Police officers. So, and if you roll footage of Sarah McAfee's husband, you see her trying to help the pile of people in Roseanne Boylan. That was defense of a third party, and it's absolutely the obligation of an American citizen to prevent murder in front of their eyes. It does not matter if the perpetrator is wearing a uniform.
What do you say to the critics? I mean, obviously, you have committees going on, what do you say to those?
The January 6th committee?
Yes, ma'am.
Is actually the January 6th committee has not even been, they're not being required to turn over their transcripts to the lawyers and the defense attorneys because it is not a legitimate committee. That is, we do not have to provide you transcripts because it is not a legitimate committee. Those are not my words, they are our government words. The January 6th committee is not a legitimate committee. That is a show trial. Nobody is being cross-examined. Nobody's other side is being represented. How can you have a January 6th committee hearing without mentioning Ashli Babbitt, Roseanne Boylan, Kevin Greason, Benjamin Phillips, Officer Sicknick, and for that matter, Michael Leroy Berg? Put him up there, let us ask him some damn questions. If he's your hero, put him on the stand. Yep.
What kind of justice are you seeking, especially for your daughter?
I would like to see my daughter land on the right side of history. My daughter did 4 tours of duty in the Middle East, was injured on her 21st birthday where she almost bled to death but was left unable to have children, came home and was a stellar citizen, opened a private business, and served this country her whole life. She was robbed of, she devoted her youth, she lost her ability to have children, and ultimately this government has killed her and she was denied rendering aid. It is my justice for my daughter would be to see her land on the right side of history.
Thank you. What, how do you spell your name again?
Micki, M-I-C-K-I, Whithoff, W-I-T-T-H-O-E-F-T.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Are you guys here all day?
No, we're getting ready to go, but we are outside the jail every night from 7 to 9. We hold vigil with these men and sing the national anthem with them as they blink their lights on and off to let us know it's our way of, we have worked around communicating with them. They call into us and talk over the phone. They call into us and we sing the national anthem actually with them. It's a very participatory situation and it makes us feel connected. So we are there to support them every night from 7 to 9:30. We've been here since the beginning of August and we don't see ourselves leaving anytime soon.
Sounds
You're
good.
welcome. Come join us anytime.
Sounds good. Let me get a couple pictures of you guys since I'm kind of late to the game here. I wasn't
You want to
totally
let them
aware
know
of
that
this.
we've contacted the mayor and all and haven't heard?
Sure. I was just going to get a picture of you guys just, walking around with the flags and, whatnot.
Oh, yeah,
So,
some candid
yeah.
photos. Justin, we need your flag in the background.
Just 5 minutes. I'll just follow you guys for 5 minutes and get some quick video.
Anybody got a story? Give me a hold on. There you go. What do you got there, David?
This is Fox News that has come out to interview Micki, and they're getting a couple of pictures, photographs. Caroline, if you want to hold the sign up where the pictures are.
The American people. I think he just wants us mingling around, talking to each other. Gotta get her good side.
What's her name?
Buggles.
How old is she?
19.
Wow. That's in...
Yeah, she's getting up there. She's hanging in there.
Sure, come on.
Go with kind of dog, we go to put her in the
Stay close to Micki and get the pictures.
Learning how to backpack it. And this is Keela. She's also a mascot. She's been here every night with us too. As well as our live streamers, which our live streamers are our heart and soul. There would actually got some action into from the marshals in reaction to the latest beating of Sarah's husband, where he was handcuffed and then OC sprayed and locked in a cage for 13 hours before he was able to decontaminate himself. And that stuff will peel your skin off. And I know that because actually
We have a veteran inside who is at Camp Lejeune and has non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. He was denied his radiation treatment for over 8 months. Now that he's getting treatment, the treatment makes him very sick. He was put in the hole for over 30 hours and still never received any medical treatment over it. It's a shame. It's not our America.
It's not. We have our Jeffrey McKellop, a 30-year veteran. He had an abscess tooth that he had to lance himself with a staple from his legal paperwork. So there's atrocities going on in there, and we appreciate you being here to at least document it. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen to your footage or your interview, but you know, whatever we can. You know, it's my belief that the American people do not know the way the Capitol Police are allowed to operate. They operate with impunity. They have no external review system. They can do whatever they want to, and they do not answer to the American people. They are a separate arm of Congress and can behave. They operate with impunity. If they were to come out here and shoot us all down right now, they would not have to explain it to anybody. And that's such an un-American way to do things that I have to believe in my heart that the generalized American people don't know that,
That's right.
or they wouldn't put up with it. And I didn't know it till I needed to know it, but I know it now.
I'm gonna get a couple more shots for you guys.
Thank you so much.
We're gonna get some Capitol shots of the Capitol in the background.
Right?
You like brisket? Brisket potato salad, baked beans.
Yeah.
Now, we did have a nice little crowd out here. Sarah's mama. Only if you want to. Some people don't want to be associated. Mommy, you want in? No.
Thank you, folks.
No, thank you so much.
God bless you.
You too.
Good eye, Sherry. All right, we're going to leave our stuff and go back and get the car.
God, let the truth come out. Amen, Ladima. Amen.
Okay, well, showing up here at the Capitol.
Sarah, yeah, that was awesome. Oh my gosh, you'll probably have to do a little bit of that on the 24th, I would imagine. Yeah, you'll be all right. How are you? I'm Jennifer.
I'm Kim.
Kim, nice to meet you. Sorry, I'm always holding the gimbal, so it's like, I get sticky. Very nice to meet you.
Thank you all for
Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll see you on the 24th.
Oh, I'm so glad. Good, good. Y'all have safe travels
Yes,
too.
thank you.
Okay,
Thank
God
you.
bless you. Isn't that nice? You and Nicole, you're like a sunny girl next doors. Yeah. And you as well. Absolutely. Look at the fuchsia hair, fuchsia suit, polka dotted kind of shoes. My goodness. The dress has changed here, that's for sure. Nice. Watch your flag, shorty. I know. So I'm going to go run around and then I'm going to see y'all later.
Okay.
You good?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Did you get some rest?
A little bit.
Okay. I'm on. So we can talk more later.
I love you, baby.
You too. Oh. Bless you. You okay? All right. I'll see you in a little bit.
Love you. Be careful.
If I go to the Arboretum, I'll hit y'all up.
Okay.
Okay. See you later. Sarah, y'all bring your umbrellas on the 24th. If the sun's out, it gets so intense. Yeah. So it'll be on the reflection pond on the other side.
Oh, okay.
So there's really not much for trees.
Okay.
Yeah, across the street there is, but if for all of us to stay together,
Yeah.
just do what you can.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. See you later, Caroline. Bye-bye. Bye, Han. That was great with Fox News. Oh my goodness. It'd be interesting to see what they clip and what they keep. Wow. Oh my gosh, you are so welcome. I'm so grateful that we were able to stick around and get what we got. So you can see our lovely Supreme Court now without all the fencing around it. Thank you so much for putting that, excuse me, the Cash App up, Gloria. I'm so grateful. This is a day where I am 100% on faith that I'm able to get back home. I came floating in on fumes. It's been a lot the last few days. No, the giant fencing, the serious fencing, that's just a police fence right there. The serious fencing that was all the way around SCOTUS in preparation for the Roe v. Wade reversal announcement, it's finally down. You can see the lovely gardens. Yeah, you'll always see police fences around. They're constantly like, they move us like cattle where they need us to go. With the police fences, you know, siphon us here and there. It's all good. Is it? Oh, let me see. Sorry, it's hard to read the messages with the sun's glaring and let's see. Read the Carrie, how far back is a message? Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh, Terry Ann. Well, that's what I was looking for. I thought I had blocked her, and then I went in today, and I did not see her name, but I saw all kinds of other names. I will definitely go back and do it again tonight. Please let her know I am so sorry. Because I was looking for Tammy, not Terry. Oh, my gosh. And I meant to be looking for Terry. Thank you for hitting me up again. And I did unblock some people that... yeah, I went on there. I unblocked MC. MC is a vet, and MC will never be blocked as if I can help it. MC's been around since the beginning of the chat, so I unblocked a few others, but I'll definitely go back on again and unblock Terry Ann. Oh my goodness! Please, somebody let her know. I did not mean to block her. I was blocking that troll, but her name was next to it, next to the troll's name. That's not the first time I've done that, I'm sorry to say. Hello, Joshua. Praying you and Jennifer are doing well. Awesome. Yeah, the 24th is going to be a big day. Hope y'all can make it out on September 24th. Anybody who can make it out. We want to have a show of numbers that day for sure. Which I believe we will. There's more speakers, and Congress just let back in again for the most part this week. And but they still, to not have any of them show up is just not good. Nobody approached me, Gloria, from your congressman's office. So they may not have been able to get out there at the last minute too, for them anyway. Fox News had just heard about it and came rushing over, so that was good. I'm glad they were able to catch Micki. Oh, thank you, Two Finger Typer. Thank you so much. Anyone who is able and willing. We're 100% self-sustained channel. And I cannot do it alone without your help. Thank you to all who have contributed and who are able to today. Please use Cash App, because it's immediate. Like last night, you guys, God is so good. Like I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, this is not a poor pity me. This is like just how awesome God is. I went to, oh wait a minute, I'm on East Capitol Street. I gotta start getting to numbers. I wanna go this way to International. Thanks. Oh, sorry. I'm jaywalking. I didn't realize I was jaywalking. So I wound up having my phone bill, wasn't even thinking about it, hit my non-business account. And of course, you know, I have donations come into the business account, which is an online thing. And so I wound up, God bless y'all, being able to cover, because you know, the phone, I use it for the streaming. And so I was able to put the 35, thank you for the donations yesterday, over to that. And then I was like, the cost of the parking tickets was all the rest of the money that I needed, but I had spent it on not parking tickets, the parking spaces yesterday. And all I needed was $8 and some change. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I had been collecting a bag of change, and it was in the car, and I took it and I dumped it in one of those coin things. And after they took their money out, it came to like 11 something. After they took their money out, it came to $9 and a little bit of change. So I was able to put $9 cash in my bank and cover the rest of the phone bill so that it didn't wind up costing me a bounce. How amazing is that? Like, God is so good. If I had stayed at the J6 vigil last night, I would not have been able to pull that off, because there's no way that after the vigil I would have been able to figure it out and get to the store and go to the bank. You know, I probably would have said, oh well, I guess it's too late. You know, so Jesus is amazing. All right, which street is this? Let's see. A Street's right down the middle, but I really want International Street, so we'll go over one more. Hey.
Where'd you go? I decided to check in to get a copy. They have a whole
God is so good, I know. Oh my gosh. I would have missed it. I know. That would have cost me $35 that I didn't have. So I was like, amazing. And you know, you're putting the $35 in, and it's like, geez, it's just going to wind up tying it up because I'm still going to owe them another 35 because I don't have the rest of it. And I was like, no, just go on faith, put it in there. God took care of it. It's like awesome. So we get to, between all of this, all of our footwork and God, we get to keep on rolling. Right, Ladima. Oh my gosh. And then I'm watching it on, you know, our streamers, our friends' streams, and I'm like, okay, everything's fine there. Well, it turned out I had something else I was supposed to do. Had nothing to do with them. Do your footwork and I will take care of you. It's like God's saying to me, you know? It's a beautiful thing. I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you guys because it's like together we all did the footwork. So I'm very grateful. But it's about trusting, absolutely. You all should lighten your load. One day I'm probably going to have all that. We'll see. Just because we like gadgets too, right? They had a lot of equipment. Yeah, that's sad, Nancy. It really is. She has many layers to her problems. We've got to pray for her. It's not too late for her to turn her life around and stop playing on the wrong team, and the wrong team being Satan. Sometimes people are so vulnerable that it's easy for him to come in and pick them off, you know, and recruit them. And they didn't even know that they were that vulnerable in the beginning, you know, or susceptible to that kind of attack. It's really very sad. Oh, come on. I love being up at the Capitol for some reason. I really do. And in this neighborhood, I really enjoy it. I feel like I'm in the middle of what's happening, kind of, you know? Amen, Ladima. Good afternoon, Star. Praying you're having a good day today. We just did the Capitol and an interview from Fox News with Micki and a Latino protest for immigrants for better rights for immigrants. It's been a big day. Okay, Fifth Street. I think I'm this way. I can't remember, but I know it's Fifth Street and Independence. I think I see it. Yeah, this umbrella seems to be just enough shade to help out, which is good. And it seemed a little bit cooler too, actually. Not being black, but it's not blocking the UV, I know that. It's too light. This is my $3 find at Goodwill. And it's Aspen Snow Mask. Pretty awesome. All I had to do was clean the handle really well. $3, that's good. That's cheaper than my stupid, oh no, it's got a hole in it. Oh no. Okay, remind me to patch that later. All right, we're back at the Hive Wagon. Okay, we go. Gotta find my keys. People are out getting their voices heard. Amen. I know, I don't want anybody to kick them. It's you know, I see people, I don't care what side of what invisible line they're on. If I see people suffering, I see people suffering, and it breaks my heart. And I want to do something. I don't care what your nationality is. Or where people are saying you're supposed to be. Now, that does not mean I'm one world order. That's not the same thing. I'm one world humanity. Love your brothers and sisters. Don't step over them when they're in need, if you can help it. Sometimes I can't help it. It's just like, I hate that. So it's a smile and a God bless you, you know. Acknowledging people that are suffering, you know. Sometimes they just want to be seen too. I've talked with Kim and Paul and Squirrel. I meant Lori. What did I say, Kim? Lori, Paul, and Squirrel. I traveled with Lori and Paul. I don't remember traveling with, I mean, I've traveled with Paul and Squirrel. I don't remember traveling with Lori. I just don't. You know, whether I did or not, I don't know. But I do remember her from Hagerstown in the end. And there are ways to handle our wounds and things, you know. I believe that they were out to destroy and ruin any good that movement was doing. So that's just me. And no, I will not be sitting down and doing individual interviews with them like WYSIWYG is. I will not be doing that. It's not for me to judge them. They have nothing to do with my chat. LYOL. Well, I believe so too, but it just they have nothing to do with anything I'm doing here. Yeah, they're broken. They're broken. You know, they were. I pray for them. I do. I pray that they find a better way and peace. You know, peace within. And I can tell you that as long as AP gives glory to Satan, she's not going to find any peace. Because that's the way that works. It doesn't take a genius to know that. I'm very serious that her soul's at stake, and it's very sad. And this isn't me assuming anything. This is me hearing what came out of her mouth. And you don't give praise to I don't want to keep repeating it. I refuse to. Let's change the subject. I'm done with that. All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. LYLO. Yeah. I mean, am I discerning about who I need to be hanging around with and things like that? Yeah. So that's you know, that's sorry, I got to put you in the seat for a minute. I got to get out of the parking space. You know, we've got to be discerning about who we allow in our close inner circles. You know, there is a certain kind of judgment that we are supposed to do. You know, judging if we're safe or not with certain people, things like that. You know, but okay. So I'm gonna turn the gimbal off. Actually, y'all close out the conversations because I'm going to have to turn this off. I've got to get on the phone and do a little bit of business really quick. And if I put you in the dashboard right now, it's just going to end the stream anyway. So thank you so much, LYOL. We're good. We're good. Okay, let's see. Which way do I want to go? Let's go left. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm not going to be going far. I can tell you that. Holy cow. Oh goodness. Yeah, we're good. We're good. It's just I'm trying to do too much right now. So I'm going to end the stream, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to rename this stream a little bit because it didn't quite cover what happened there. All the different things, but otherwise I will be back on shortly. We're going to do some kind of adventure today. In my car, I don't know. I pray not. We'll see. All right, y'all. I will see you later. God bless y'all. Glory be to God. No worries, LYOL. We're good. And you are so welcome, Ladima. Thank you, Gloria. As usual, you're an amazing mod, and I will see y'all in just a little bit. God bless you.